one gaming platform that you might not see me on too often is my phone. I really only use it to set up plans for my next videos or to browse to see if wholesomeness memes on Reddit. Other than that, I don't really consider downloading something to keep my thumbs busy while I'm in the bathroom. Again, that's why I have Reddit. I have to admit though, when I saw the news about a controller that was designed to go around your phone that looked like the Switch's distant cousin, I was actually pretty impressed by the idea. It's a project that Microsoft is currently experimenting with. They wanted it to be like the Game Case, Game Vice, and Ion Arcade Mobile, other portable phone-based gaming products. With the prototype, they wanted to make sure it was less bulky and a lot more flexible. This project was first known back in October by Microsoft Research and is even being patented. Now before some of you start flinging those PogChamps at the screen, you have to remember that this doesn't exactly mean that this will come out the same time as the xCloud service does. So that's just a heads up. On top of all this, Microsoft is also developing their games on the cloud to be more touchscreen friendly, so users can actually start playing games on their phones. A quote in another article by The Verge reads, Microsoft representatives from xCloud team gave us a little more detail into how games designed for Xbox consoles will translate over to mobile devices, where players might be used to either a Bluetooth controller or on-screen touch controls. That being said, Microsoft still looks like they want to stick with their Xbox controllers for now, considering they publicly demonstrated using one with an Android phone. So far, Microsoft must be feeling pretty good since they look like they're the only real contenders for a decent controller that you can use. Only time will tell just how decent they really are. Until then, we can simply imagine. So there's one thing that we know for sure. Being able to dish out an immense amount of chaos and destruction, within a video game of course, is probably one of the best feelings besides finally beating that one boss that's been a massive pain in the ass for the whole weekend. So when I say I get that kind of vibe after watching the trailer for Disintegration, a game made by Halo's co-creator, I say that with a smile. The developers, 4 Interactive, or is it V1 Interactive, aren't exactly ready to give all the info on what Disintegration is actually going to be like. The best we can go off of is the minute-long trailer that they were kind enough to show everyone. But the trailer only shows multiple panning shots of weapons strapped to what looks like a rough concept of that one car I would always steal in Jak and Daxter 2. You know the one. It would come in either purple or green, and I wouldn't have it for long because I couldn't drive it and almost instantly blew up and killed me. But that's beside the point. The company making the game was founded by Marcus Leto, who's the creative director of Halo, and SOCOM director Mike Gutman, who was apparently a really good racing cyclist. Leto then went on in the article to say, the opportunity to create not only a new game, but this entire studio has been exhilarating. It is great to be able to share what this amazing team is working on, and we can't wait to introduce this new game that our team is bringing to the world next month. There isn't much left to say about a game that the developers want to keep the sheet over, so for now I'm just going to say that I look forward to how it turns out. And let's just hope it steers clear of those pesky loot boxes and pay-to-win schemes that most games are still falling victim to. There aren't many GOAT-based games out there anymore. We all obviously know the most notable GOAT-style adventure game in the form of Goat Simulator, which emerged back in 2014, but other than that, it's been pretty barren, which brings us to Goat of Duty. If you don't already know the premise of this game based off the title alone, then I honestly don't know what to tell you. 34 Big Things developed a game back in May to let you run around as a goat who finally gets to release all the pent-up anger that normally comes from asshole kids who pretend to have food in their hand, only for them to be empty and the goat ends up getting goofed. The devs made an attempt to enlighten everyone on why they made the game, before eventually just summing up that you're a goat who uses a robotic harness to hold a bevy of weaponry to unleash goat-based pain on all your other goat brethren in this multiplayer deathmatch. Greatest of all time Duty also lets you customize your goat so you don't show up to the petting rocking the same coat style and horn finish. What's even better is that it's actually a good game. It has free-for-all, gun deathmatch, herd wars, and False Row Arena. Based on the name of that last game mode, I think it's safe to assume it's a loud one.
In each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of
The 1.0 version is expected to launch in the next 4 months, and the devs also mentioned more maps, weapons, and goat stews for everyone to enjoy. Based off the early access trailer, this game actually does look really fun, fast-paced, and challenging. Hearing that the dev is only going to add on to this gives me high hopes for the end result. But if you don't take my word for it, then you're free to try it out on Steam for $7 so you're able to have your own opinion. Most of you already know how much I love games that don't outright tell you what they're about. Games that let you interpret the story however you think it might be, or let you formulate theories that are sometimes confirmed to be true if you dig deep enough, or can be read between the lines thanks to clever level design and great plot, is a genre within a genre that I love the most. Rime is certainly a wonderful example of that very concept, and it looks like Ghostwire Tokyo is going to be doing the same thing. When the game was announced back at E3, I, along with many others, were captivated and confused. People were floating away, there were some odd guys in masks, and they managed to make video game noodles look fucking delicious. Aside from that, there wasn't much anybody could go off since the trailer they showed had no gameplay to be seen. Until now, that is. You can all thank the tweet sent out by Ikumi Nakamura on July 7th at 5 AM. I mentioned 5 AM because the tweet and the video itself oozes late night hour energy because it's a minute-long video of a person standing on top of a building while the glow of the neon signs makes me excitedly stare in awe as the graphics took me away from the fact that this game has some shady undertones. Right off the bat, the video has no sound, which is either just a choice by Nakamura or the town is just that empty. Also, there's a lot of birds. They seem to be flying in one specific direction, and they all seem to be very active considering how late in the night it looks. I'm not a bird watcher, but I don't normally see too many birds going about their day when I'm out during the night with friends. So to see this many birds flying off screen and slowly fade into the city makes me worry. There's no telling what's in store for the players when they finally get to boot this game up. It won't be soon though. For now, maybe we can just go searching for those 10 things you missed in the Ghostwire Tokyo sneak peek trailer videos that might start cropping up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that notification bell and the subscribe button so you don't miss any new content, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one.